video, I just want to say like, comment, and subscribe. I have like 3 subscribers and I feel like really good about myself. But I would really like if more people would subscribe. So like, comment, and subscribe. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 tips to surviving college, whether you're in grad school, whether you're in undergrad. These are 5 simple tips to surviving college. So tip number 1, I wrote it down on a notebook, is to pick whether you want to do online or in class. I did both for my undergrad. I did it online. Undergrad I did it in college, and grad I did it online. So be realistic. Like, online is very detached. You don't have anyone to help you. I'm gonna say 90% of the time. I don't know about anybody else's college, but mine, the professors did not answer. Like, it was the students, we didn't know each other, but we had a group message going on Blackboard, and we just figured out every single thing. Like, you'll be up for, I want to say 5 hours sometimes, just researching on what the homework is and what to do. So make sure if you're gonna do online, you're realistic. When you're in class, the commute is annoying if you're working full-time, but having the teacher's attention and having that one-on-one from students as well as teachers is really beneficial. So there's pros and cons to both. The second tip I would say is make sure you make a plan before you go to college, while you're in college, and after college. This is a mistake that a lot of people make of all ages. They just jump in college and they don't really have a plan, and they, like, some people purely focus on college, and then when they get out they don't have experience, while others are like super duper late because they work or because they have children or whatever the case may be. So make sure you make a plan before you go into college, the goals that you want to set while you're in college, and the goals that you want to set after you get out of college. That's very important. My third tip is don't forget about trade school. This is something I wish someone told me about. I didn't know anything about trade school. Remember, college, the college setting is not necessarily for everyone. Everyone doesn't want to go to school for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of their life. Remember, trade school is an option, and trade school is not a bad option to get your foot in the door. You can do a 6-month, 7-month program and then transfer to a degree program and work your way up from there. So be mindful, be realistic. Is college for you? If it's not, find a trade. My fourth tip is be realistic. When people go to college, it's really difficult. It takes up a lot of your time. Not only is it just expensive, overall, you have to deal with transportation money, you have to deal with books money, you have to deal with food for your personal reasonings. Even if you're staying at home, most of the time you're grown, so your parents are not gonna want you around. Like, they're gonna ask you, what are you doing? Are you leaving? Like, where are you going with your life? So be very realistic when you decide to go to college. Whether that be staying at home. I stayed at home, I didn't go away. Or even more so, when you go away, be realistic. Like, are you gonna be able to deal with partying? Are you gonna be able to deal with family, like going to see your family and being in school? Are you gonna be able to deal with working and going to school? These things are super duper important when you're going to college. Like, going to college, being in college, and even after college. My fifth tip is find work. Find a part-time job, find an internship. Do not play that I'm just gonna focus on college, because when you get out of college, employers want to know, what experience do you have? Were you on it's not student government, but in college, did you do something? Were you a part of community service? Were you a part of a club? Did you give speeches? What did you do? You have to have something to put on your resume. Please, please, please. People have this notion to just focus on college. It is impossible to just focus on college and graduate and not have nothing to put on your resume. So be realistic about finding work. Find part-time, even if it's retail for the holidays. you want to come out college with something that makes you marketable and makes people want to come to you. Getting a degree doesn't make people want to come to you, and that's just the reality of it. It gets you in the door, but you have to have the background and the experience. So these are my 5 tips for being a college student, surviving college, or whatever the case may be.